So here I am again on the home front, just standing nightly watch, keeping the rats and the roaches away. It's my job. It's what I do. It's what I always do. 6:56 p.m. 11/7/2016. That would be November 7th, 2016. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Lonely river flow by the sea, I'm already home. Yeah, you don't have to leave the light on, Roxanne. You don't have to turn on the red light anymore, Vladimir. It's okay, Daddy. I've come to take you home. But you'll be safe. Where all the happy people are. Yeah, you can be among your own kind, finally. But be careful, Daddy and company. You see, the thing about our species, oh yes, we're different species. We have a dichotomous key. So if you were to send a double, if you were to send someone that merely looks like the real one, that even had a DNA match, the quote-unquote DNA concept-ish, it wouldn't fool us, because that's like, the last step you get to after the full-on list of steps to go through to identify one of me. We are what? Here to stay for that's the way it's always been. We were here long before what the vast majority now of you all ever existed in it. This is our territory. It always has been. We don't like the cold. We don't like the cold. That makes us a little bit different. Well, you see, the thing is, we come in all colors. We come in whatever color we fucking want to. You see, we're all Dalmatians. What does that mean? We're all spotted. Now, there's an issue of contrast, the contrast of what white on white. What is it? Ever really white unless it's so in some it's more evident understanding that albino is a mask. One who has the condition of albinism, albion. It is not the lack or reduced color code. No, whatever color it was supposed to be, whether the darkest black or, you know, alabaster off-white, eggshell white, it's still got some color. It still turns a little bit brassy in the sun. It's like the feet like burnished brass, the hair like what? Lamb's what? Lamb's what? Lamb's wool, not sheep wool. Have you ever seen hair sheep? Have you ever seen Icelandic sheep? The long hair sheep. What is the hair like? The baby one. The lamb is the baby. The joey, it's the cub, it's the little. What is that hair like? You ever felt that hair, with the mohair? It's like the, if it's a different thing, but it's sort of like a cashmere, but it's a mohair. It's so fine. It's so fine. It is missing. What is that? The medulla is missing the root. It doesn't have the root in each individual strand, which makes it have sterner stuff. It makes it coarse, but stronger, But the stronger it gets, the less pleasant it is to just go like that, So the lamb's wool is the finest, softest, like baby hair. It's like so soft, so just lush to touch, So feet like burnished brass. So colors that it's goldish. It's like gold, when they're bronzed in the brass and the gold. You get somebody as white as you can get without any form of mask, which is the albinism, which the whole the quote unquote the ginger factor. So what, the red hair, this is not full on albinism, okay? This is a different condition, but yeah, this is a partial albinism. They still have melanin. There's often dots. See, they're spotted. There's a Dalmatian factor involved, huh? And they have the hair is not bright white when they're born. It's like copper. It's like there's all different shades of it, right? This is color. This is the little dots is what they call the pheomelanin. It's melanin. It's color. It's the oil, the grease. But they do have some albinism. There's a condition there. But it's just a little glitch in the code. So this, you could fix that, and they could have their color back. It's not too difficult. For me, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. You can just fix. They want their color back, because there's always something like, oh, there's something different about. There's these stupid memes and shit, and you got red hair. If you got red hair, what do? Some of them are just like, fuck you, and that's the good attitude to have, because what can you do? And then others, it really wears down the self-esteem, It's like, oh, the ginger one. Yeah, it's always weird. Really, who is the ginger the red-haired individual group, whatever, that really seems to get the shitty end of the stick more often than not. Of course, there's always exceptions, but it's the ginger guy, right? It's the male. Because, I mean, sometimes, I mean, the female version is even sought after, often, you know, depending, yeah, it's just, that's nice, oh, that's like a fetish, like this, it's sought after, versus, not to say, I mean, there's plenty of red-haired guys that are good-looking guys, and that can, you know, they have girlfriend, they're considered good, but there's always that thing that sticks with them, maybe before puberty, you know, when they were small and scrawny, they were singled out because they was different. Even if they grow up to be strong, good looking, and they can get the pretty girls and stuff, and they got the good job, there's still a little bit of a sting in there. There's just a little bit of a fuck you, I hate everybody kind of anger inside, just because they was born that way, you know. I know it's funny, and you know, they may even get so numb to it that they, you know, they'll laugh along at the memes, but it's really, inside it's still just like a, oh, yeah, fuck you, you know. It's still, you can sort of still see you can get the goat a little bit, because it can be a hot potato, it's a live wire, a hot button, a weak spot, you know. But that's just one thing. Okay, so that's anything different. What about trying to be Asian or half whatever they Asian is like most of the world, right? It's like, okay, Asian. That's the most general, ridiculous. Asian. What is that? This is like billions of that. This is so the variation is to where is that one thing? Could that ever be one thing? But anyway. The Asian man is king in Hawaii. Shut down, some fucking retard. Anyway, but try being half of like a Chinese or Japanese, Korean, or full on whatever, full, half, partial. Try having what's considered the ethnic look, you know, with you have the dark eyes, you know, you know, they're not big and wide and round, open. They're not like, you know, it's just normal for your people. It would have been normal, but what did they do? They stuck you in schools with a bunch of freaks, you know. But yet, because you were you know, one of only, maybe you was the only one, or maybe there was a few of you, but yet it was the females. Didn't seem to have a problem. Maybe with other females, that's chronic, huh? But the Asian, there's different females. That's sought after. That's rare. Oh, you know, that's different. That's kind of exotic. This is exoticism. Oh, it's exotic. But for who gets the shitty end of the stick? The guy, the male. They're like, oh, and there's all these stereotypes and stigmas. You know, they say automatically he's stupid. I hated that movie that came out with the stupid, like, I was so offended by the movie. I don't think I could never watch the whole thing. Hold on, trying. I like you. So big and powerful. It makes me Apparently trains like me. We got a thing going on. Yeah, Mr. Train. We got a thing going on. Anyway, so we've got basically, well, that movie with a micro penis dude, and he's like, that's not shiny. That's not. You know, it's like something clicks in your brain. That's not what the fuck is that? And it was never funny to me. There's all these laughing fucking hyenas. They think it's hilarious. They just, and I'm just, actually, it's just wrong. Not wrong as in it's wrong, but that's so wrong. We're just going to hell, you know. It's not that kind of wrong. It's just like it's utterly absurd in a way that contains no punchline. There's no irony in it. It's just and it's not random. And it would have been random, but random in a like making no sense way if it weren't so goddamn cliche, you know. What is that? The caricature of what the okay, so the caricature that's that movie it's like they made a poster of this is random Asian dude, random East Asian dude. What, he's stupid, talk funny, he's loud, he's got this high-pitched girly voice, like he's got no fucking balls. Cause I mean that actor doesn't. He's a fucking girl. It's a girl. It's a female. They've got a female. It's a female. Playing this is supposed to be, this is an Asian guy. This is it's not even funny. It's you know, you need to have your teeth kicked out. That is funny. Then it's funny when he's like on the ground and there's blood spurting out. That's when it's funny. And you take him out. You just watch him. You watch him scream, and you just watch. And you just kick it a few times, and then I mean, you could do that too much, it stops being. I mean, maybe it takes a while for it to stop being funny and different. But there's a caricature of the. See, I'm entertained, you know, it's funny. Did you watch? You wanted to? I just wanted to give you a hand. It was your own. Oh, you can't get it. Oh, that's not funny, is it? See, it's a cultural thing, you know. Like you have the foreigner amidst this different culture. The only one laughing. And everybody else was like, that's scary. That's creepy. That is not acceptable. The use of profanity is a sign of poor leadership. And then they go, what? They go paint each other's toenails and fuck each other up the ass after that, I guess. That's the ritual. See, I mean, curious just watching. And then on the reverse, you know, you have this ridiculous, it's absolute asinine, poor excuse for this is comedy. And, you know, as the foreigner, I'm like that, and everybody else, it's so funny. And I'm like, they look like a bunch of fucking jokers, you know, like stupid ones too. And I'm still trying to see the side of it. Okay, wait a minute, talk me through it. Like, she's so stupid. She's fucking stupid. Like, that reminds me of this guy from the whatever. I don't know, the whatever. Yeah, we did some athletic training, you could say, of a short-lived, pathetic variety. And he thought to tell me a joke. Here's a joke. And he said it, he announced it. Because you gotta announce when there's a joke. That right there, that concept. That fucked it up. Because now it's like, He's like, I want to tell you a joke. Well, no, it's not really. There's no surprise involved. You know, there's no that moment of that was that was real random. It's just like they've. You don't. Okay. Well, see, it's the cultural thing. So I want to tell you a joke. Actually, I'm good. I'm good. But they persist. That after they say that, there's a mandatory waste of time where you, in the cultural context, you're expected to see what's funny there. It's the sense of humor. The culture is different. So there's a white guy, a stupid-looking white guy, you know, whatever. I guess whatever this thing, you know. There's a series of cultures, but there's a theme. There's a variation in the same theme that picked up on. And he asked me. Here's the joke. The joke was actually a question. Who gets that? That's funny to me. And the joke was a question. Because he announced it and just like, and it's a question. So now I've got to run an errand for, now it's a pop quiz. No, we've invested, we've had an experience together. He said, his stupid looking grandma's with fucked up teeth, you know. I always got fucked up teeth. It's just, that's normal for them. That's normal. And if they're not fucked up, then they're fake. Huh? If they're not fucked up, then they're not real. They're just, because they were fucked up, and they had to get the fake things in. They don't have a real mouth. There's no grill there. It's like the toothless fucking trolls. Anyway. Oh, what that offended the whole world, huh? Well, yeah. Why should it offend you if that's just the way you are? We should be proud of it, right? Like the English are. Well, apparently Europe, West of Europe is proud of it. They display it. We don't get our teeth aligned. We're all natural. You know, like the broken windows. It was like, like Lisa Simpson. Lisa needs braces. And I'm sure you've got a beautiful smile. So I was like, what is it? He's like, there is no. Okay. Anyway. So this white dude. He's like, my teeth aren't that bad. Yeah, what would they look like when you were 11? Well, you made them. That was expensive, wasn't it? So your grill was expensive. For our kind of, unless, we've literally been physically, kicked in the teeth enough times that they just eventually, there's a weakness involved, it depends, unless we've literally had damage done to them, so it's become an injury versus a natural condition. Braces are just strange. What is that? What is in the mouth? What is that? It's like this is a scary thing. We don't need braces unless we have physical damage done to us. We don't we don't need to get the wisdom teeth out unless we've been purposefully damaged after the fact, after a full formation, unless something was done to us. We had a disease infected into their purposefully little fucking walking disease bags that exist for that purpose alone, or many other miscellaneous underhanded attacks on our kind. So the dude asked back to the stupid looking guy, the fucking stupid looking guy. He's better looking than what? 7:22 p.m. He says, "Do you have the Chinese disease?" Yeah, the big, stupid-looking, fucked-up grin on his face when they asked this. That's a question. And here I am logically thinking, because another factor of our kind is to be the original language is logic, logos. So I'm thinking, what is this type of influence? Do I look sick? Is it something, or do I have something on my face? What would it be if it were? So you're talking of a vast, you've grouped a vast grouping of many groups, like an Andy Warhol painting you've presented before me to logically pick through. What does it mean? So, and he kept that, he's like, no, he's letting me think, because obviously into his perspective is that I'm real gullible, I'm stupid, because, well, is that a joke? Is that like a normal, is that one everybody knows? I mean, so I'm thinking, I was like, no. I was like, well, go ahead and what's your answer for that? I ask. Yes, this is what's supposed to be its punchline. Dragon booty. It's like a supernova. There's so much going on there at once. You can piece apart the first word. You could spend a long time to find the logic connection. To make this must be I mean, he seems so proud of his cleverness, of how he believes he's got this higher level of intelligence, and his observation and wit are just apparently on top form from its perspective, his perspective. So I went through, the millions of scenarios and possible meanings, of course having to link it back to the question which he referred to as a joke, which was also as elastic concept-ish, as an elastic clause type. Elastic clause, the Santa Claus of, do you have the Chinese disease? And the answer being dragon booty. So eventually, came down to, I stooped under the bridge for a minute. I'm like, if I were a little troll, what would that mean in my pidgin of a pidgin that I don't really even communicate in. I'm doing something. Okay, so dragon is associated with certain peoples that are now encompassed in this elastic concept of Chinese, which is, I mean, that could be the whole universe, couldn't it? So, okay. Dragons being a symbol, there's an Asian symbol, okay, there's a dragon theme that runs through the culture of cultures of many of these. But not just what's Chinese, right? We also have the Japanese, and that's a medley of peoples there as well. And the Manchurian, or the Manchurian. The peoples of there. This is some have the dragon, different dragon with a different number of toes, digits. And for each perspective, that perspective is right. Anyway, but I'm here, okay, I've got to be the troll. If you were to be the troll, you have to be the ignorant troll. You don't have all these options. Perhaps there's only how many options for the average of these different kind. There's different species. There may be only one. They may actually only have one way to interpret that. And for somebody that they're just like, whoa, that went right over its head. It's retarded. That's its conclusion. It came to the conclusion that they're dealing with a mental lightweight in their perspective. Because it couldn't even get their seriously clever and seriously funny joke. That concluding that abomination of a whole concept of the vomitous mass, the Prince Humperdinck of a comedy routine that well, his colleagues, lackeys, found it hilarious as well. Even the crew, even the Manchurian, which was also kind of an old flame. That's another story. They thought that was fucking hilarious. So all of that to translate to the fact that this is what they say to any random person that they see is moving a little bit slow, or is perhaps tired, or is not on top form, is not performing the exercise at the normal level of that they usually do. So they'll say, do you have the Chinese disease? And dragon booty it's not dragging at all, it's dragging. You're dragging your ass. Booty, as in not as in treasure, not as in all the millions of things it does mean. It just means it could have said you seem a little slow today. Oh, step it up a notch, you know. Okay. And just not giving two examples, but all that repeating is the same goddamn thing. I hate repeating myself. Release my people safe and sound. Provide us pleasant, complacent, and cheerful company to what is and has always been our home. Yeah, because fuck you, that's why.